Hello, hello, hello. How are you? Happy Friday. Hold on one second. Let me just fix this. Okay. Just in case. Because you never know, right? All right. Who's here? Wow. Tracy was first. Go, Tracy. You're first. It's Linda, Linda. Chuck did not get his stickers yet. Oh, who else is here? SK has arrived. It might be coming by, not the mule, but the,
Pony Express?
Pony Express, yes.
But Pony Express would be there already.
It's McGill. McGill. And Christopher. What's up, Christopher? And Daryl. Where's the cat? What are you talking about? What car? What? Daryl, you're so confusing. The cat is home. The Jeep is home. It's Remen Passion. Oh, Remen. Gotta give Remen his trumpet. And it's Gord. What's up, Gord? What's going on? Oh, the car in the thumbnail. That was at the Henry Ford Museum. Oh, the tonneau cover is great, McGill. Works marvelously, and it's way lighter than the one that was on the Colorado. So, yes. How was everybody's week? I mean, you can try and go there and take it, Daryl, but I think they would frown upon that. Just saying. It is a Rough Country tri-fold hardcover. There's actually only one of 3 manufacturers that made a hardcover for that. Yes, there is a video. See, if Daryl would watch my videos, he would know this. But no, Mr. 100K is too busy.
You notice that I didn't insult you, Dow. I respect the work. Don't blame me. Wow.
Don't. Doesn't work if you put a rack on it, obviously, yes. You know you gotta bust Daryl's chops. You know, it's a thing.
It's a thing. That's why.
This is why I like. Ouch. Jim's the peacemaker. I just, I don't hold back. We love you, Daryl. I was going to, I could disappear and nobody would know it. He could have the whole thing. Oh, you going? I was looking at those, Daryl, but they were over $1,000. The retractable ones, yeah. The news said it's National Pickle Day. I don't like pickles. We could have that discussion again, though. We would need Bay Sharp, though. He is the
He'll be here.
he is the pickle connoisseur. Hello, Michelle. Welcome to the live stream. So how was everybody's week? Wilma! How you doing, Wilma? No. Only pickles for breakfast, only if you eat breakfast for dinner, Dal. You gotta meet me in the middle. Christopher got old this week. So happy it's over. Well, happy birthday, happy belated birthday to Christopher. McDill, yeah, right. That was such a. He's never gonna let me live that down. No, I'm not gonna eat a pickle. I don't like pickles. At least if you have breakfast for dinner, you got the easy one on that one. At least you get to pick what you want to have. 75. Well, if you're 75, you look pretty good for your age. I'm just saying. Rainy morning in the Filipinas. Waiting for breakfast to be served. Fried rice with eggs. And who is serving your breakfast, Remen? Aren't you cooking your own breakfast? Did you win the lottery and hire a chef? We need to know these things. Oh, wow, Daryl. Fatima had to dive into YouTube since the notification stopped again. Well, just give him a piece of your mind, Fatima. So, Michelle, how did you find the live stream? If you don't mind me asking. Oh, your wife, okay. You know, National Ice Cream Day is every Friday, McGill. Do you have your ice cream for tonight? Oh, you're younger than you got. I got a whole year on you, Christopher. Oh, Tracy gave Fatima a new name. It's Gatima. That was hi, Fatima. I'm in the middle of baking cookies.
She's been traveling over.
Oh, well, thanks for coming over. What kind of cookies are you making, Tracy? We need to know. We need all the details. And be careful, please. Well, Michelle, welcome to the live stream where
We have no idea.
we have no idea what we talk about. The topics change from minute to minute, and you might laugh. I'm kidding. You will laugh. It's a fun time. People are great. Miguel might have to take a trip to Steak and Shake. We haven't been to Steak and Shake yet. Lots of rain and strong winds. Christmas cookies for the open house tomorrow. Okay. Christopher says, cookie, is it too late to eat a cookie at 1:16 in the morning? No, Christopher, if you can drink your whiskey at 1:16 in the morning, you can have a cookie. Just saying. In fact, have 2 cookies, Christopher.
You're small.
He said, thank you, be right back, cookie time. Like, you need my permission, okay? Eat all of the cookies, Christopher. Eat them all. The ice cream is good at Steak and Shake, says Nikhil.
Well, didn't that restaurant they put in the rest stop at the on the Parkway? Isn't
Is it Steak and
Shake?
Shake?
It's
It might be. I think so. It was Fatima's birthday. Did someone get her kale? I know that's what I'd want. Gory. Fatima wants to know if you have a rant today, babe.
just that the school lost my child today.
Yeah, the school lost his child.
I got a phone call from the attendants, an automated phone call from the attendance department at the high school, and it said that my son didn't come to school today. Well, I knew that my son was on a field trip in New York with the rest of his class. So I called them back and I said, and of course, you can only talk to a machine. I said, my son is with, and I called my son first, just in case he overslept or something. And I said, where are you? He says, I'm in New York at the Metropolitan Museum of Art with the rest of my class. I said, that's what I thought. I said, the school just called me and said that you didn't come to school today. He said, no, I didn't come to school today because I'm in New York with the rest of my class at the Metropolitan Museum of Art. My son is 17. So I said, okay, have a great day. And then I called the school and I said, you people are screwed up. Thank you very much. Please call me back. And of course they didn't because they knew they were screwed up.
Hopefully they didn't mark him like absent or unexcused absent.
I called and told them where he is. They have no right to mark him as an unexcused absent.
Fatima said machines are trash.
It's like, give me a break. And he's supposed to go to Washington, D.C. on Monday. So let's hope I don't get a call on Monday. And that's supposed to be like the class trip. I think all the seniors are going.
I thought that was today's.
No, today is, I guess, was just one of his classes.
Oh,
Maybe it was his graphic design class or something. Yeah, he was where he was supposed to be. Stupid people.
and there's your rant from Jim. There you go. Oh, yes. Let's see if I can fix this.
Thank God it was on my calendar.
Right? Could you imagine if it wasn't?
Well, I called him and he said, I'm on a school trip at the Metro,
Well, technically it was his calendar, but.
But doesn't make any difference.
What is stupid is Caden is 1 minute later. And I get an email and phone call. If he was 5 or 10, okay, but. The rant should end with stupid people. Right?
Stupid people.
Or jerk.
Jerk.
Jerk. Jerk. Hello, Robin. How are you? So, yes, that was a highlight of Jim's day.
Other than the fact that I got picked on because Sony doesn't get a date night.
You really got
picked on in front of 500 people. Thank you, Robert. Jerk.
That is a
Makes it hard. He's taking Illy out for date night tonight. It's like you're making it hard on the rest of his pal,
he just had to dig it in a little bit deeper.
He did, and twisted it.
And he twisted it, yeah. He said epic fail.
Epic fail, yeah. I'm going to take her to a nice luncheon tomorrow.
It's a Masonic event. It's not a date night.
But it'll be a nice luncheon.
Okay.
Okay.
What is that noise?
I have no idea. Must be something outside.
Yes. So yeah, they're digging up my driveway. Actually, they put the pavers down today. I'll show you what that looks like. For those of you that either don't have Facebook or don't have me on Facebook. Anthony busted a vein in his palm.
What?
Tendonitis. Andy busted a vein in his palm. How do you do that? Oh, Anthony. Here it is. Fatima had to deal with customer unservice at Blue Cross Blue Shield. Machines were involved. I remember those days dealing with my son's high school, right? So that is what my driveway is looking like.
Thank you, Gord.
I got the pavers down. They just have to do the edging. And then that will be the end of the projects for now. If you are out of the house, get fed, and don't pay, you're contractually on a date. Is that how it works?
You're right, Gord. I don't care what she says about you.
Got your back, Jim.
Must have
Well,
seen.
you did pay for it.
No, didn't the lodge.
Oh, the lodge paid for it. Okay. So it's a date afternoon from, and the lodge paid for it. Okay.
Right.
I got you. I see how that works. Daryl told the school that Caden would be back on Tuesday and he was back on Monday. That confused them. I had to go in and explain why he was back early. Thanks, Christopher. Daryl, just take him out and homeschool him. That way you know what he's doing all the time. The house looks nice. Can't wait to see the finished driveway. It's pavers, Robin. Not.
So yeah, I guess.
Is it technically brick? Well,
Yeah. Well,
it's paver.
they're
It's
pavers.
yeah. Gord has 2 months of dealing with the school and he's done forever. Last one is graduating in January. Yeah, it's the same. If you look at the retaining walls, Daryl, the retaining wall in our driveway is done just like the house next to it. You can see them both in the same picture. But the color of the pavers and the design, like he laid ours down in a chevron pattern, and they're lighter than the ones next door. It's Robert, speak of the devil. Robert needs to redo his driveway too. I'm very upset because I can't park in my driveway. He's driving me nuts. Hey, Holla. Talking about pavers, he's here. Gord has had kids in school since 2005. Oh, God. Thanks for throwing me under the bus. Thought you were my pal. Uh, so, Robert, about this date night thing, I'm thinking that, he should take me to, like, the Lobster House in Cape May or something. That's what I'm thinking. So you can always count on Robert to give you a boost.
Yeah, I felt it behind me lots of times.
He's got your back.
He's got my back.
So yeah, it'll be at least. I don't think they'll work on Sunday. They're gonna work tomorrow, maybe Monday, Tuesday. They'll be done with the with the driveway. And they took a lot of the slope out of it, too. Yeah, I know, right? They do give you, we would just have to drive 2.5 hours, but that's okay. They took a lot of the slope out of the driveway, too, so they leveled it out a little bit, which I'm very happy about. It is, right? The Lobster House in Cape May? Right there on the water? Where the lobster boats come in and the shrimp boats and they got really good food. There you go.
It is. Food's good. I mean, views are good. It's another place we go called Bars. That's
Bars Landing's on the water,
Landing,
too.
That's a lot closer.
We're doing date night at home. But tomorrow, Casa Wancho. Wancho.
Wancho?
Wancho.
Wancho. There's a song in here someplace. Casa Wancho.
Is this a special date night or just a regular one? There's the difference. I just go for any place out, right? So what are you going to cook? What is the meal of the evening? We have questions, right? Uber Eats. There you go. He's like, why go out if I don't have to? Uber Eats by candlelight. Tracy hasn't had a date in like 40 years. Oh, well, tell the Chuck that you want to go somewhere. Banana ate rice sauteed with dill and a coriander chutney. It was yummy. Oh, Chuck, I know you can hear me, Chuck. Tracy needs a date night, just saying. By the way, Robert, Daryl made his 100K and got his check mark. Cape May Harbor is man-made. Rumor has it they built it to improve the views at the Lobster House.
I don't know if it is man-made.
No, that whole area is
No,
it's not man-made, no.
No.
Linda had pizza.
Christopher knows what that is, but I have no idea. Oh, you guys are gonna start screwing around with this?
Now he's gonna yell at his phone now. Yeah, the Cape May Harbor. Actually, that whole bottom section of the state of New Jersey is technically a peninsula. Because you have to, if you look at the map really close and you zoom in,
it sticks out.
And not only that, but the water runs from the bay to the ocean. So
it's man-made. They built a canal to get the ships past the U-ports.
Are you sure?
Now he's gonna make me look it up.
So yeah, so that whole bottom part of Cape May County is an island. Yes, you did. You didn't call it the Chesapeake Bay this time. You actually called it the Delaware Bay. Congratulations, Cord. And there used to be a town down there called South Cape May where the railroad ran. And depending on the tide and stuff, those old railroad tracks actually show up on the beach. It's pretty cool.
It says Delaware Bay is natural county water, but I don't think that's what he's referring to.
Michigan is the Pleasant Peninsula. Fatima just needs to be the spokesperson for Michigan.
Oh, Christopher says that's the best ham in the world. Okay.
He said he learned that at the Coast Guard center.
Okay. That's someplace we haven't been. There's a big Masonic
Sorry,
memorial
Holla.
at the Coast Guard station. With it's a memorial to the Coast Guard people that the Freemasons paid for. I haven't seen it yet, so it's been there a couple of years.
But that whole area down there is very rich with history and stuff like that.
And they have 5 million birdhouse apartments.
If you go to the
lighthouse.
To the lighthouse, yeah, the state park.
Yes, please don't forget to hit the thumbs up. You should have pre-thumbed on your way in. Just saying.
Because
almost everybody did, I guess.
So let's see. That's what we got going on tomorrow. That luncheon from 11 to 4. And then Sunday is just...
Sunday, I'm going to make chicken cordon bleu for her and her mother.
Yes, chicken cordon bleu for Sunday.
And in the morning, or while it's light out and not raining, we have to put the other 2 mud flaps on her
the Jeep,
which...
That is a rant in itself.
It's a pain in the butt. It's the first thing that we've ever bought from WeatherTech that's been a
big pain in the butt.
A big pain in the butt. I mean, you have to take the little plugs out, and you have to put bolts in, and
you're driving to Montreal tomorrow in the rain, freezing rain. We have a wedding tomorrow, Gord. Cooking is content with Chef Jim. Yeah. Oh, yeah, we gotta do cooking videos.
Let's see.
Sorry, Holla. I'm sorry. Sorry, Holla. Yeah, those mud flaps are just a pain in the butt. But it took me 2 hours to put one mud flap on last weekend. After that, I just gave up. Robert pre-thumbed. Food is almost here. You gotta go. All right, Robert, have a good night. I will be contacting you soon about May. Don't forget to get wood-fired bagels in Montreal. Wood-fired bagels, that's interesting.
How do you
I mean, I know about wood-fired pizza, but...
She's calling mud flap now. She called them several other things.
I did have a few choice words for those. Especially the front ones. The back ones weren't as bad. But
you still have to, reach around and put, there's a bolt that has to go through, and then you kind of have to balance. There's a stop nut that goes on the back, and you kind of have to balance it there and turn, and
it's just a royal.
It was just like, who came up with this?
Yeah. Now, one video that we watched,
they just replaced the
push pins with other push pins, which I was very tempted to do, which I may do on the passenger side.
I don't know. I was afraid that they didn't use that, And then what did we just see that they reused the the hood lock. We just saw a video on. There's a hood lock that you can put on the Jeep that it locks the safety, and there's a key that uses the same
Yeah,
that uses the same key as the truck.
right.
So, but no drilling. Yeah, no drilling.
Well, that's the whole thing. But
you have to do the 8 basic ballet moves in order to.
let me explain this to you. Okay, let me explain this to you. So on the front, you have to take off 1, 2, 3, 4 of those plastic push pins that they put in, right? So you pop them out, and then you get the mud flap on there, and then you have to, instead of replacing it with push pins, you replace it with screws and nuts, which is dumb. But anyway, you got to get your hand up in there in the back to hold the nut on after you put the screw in and turn it. And it's literally like, if our hands were any bigger, we'd never be able to do it.
I think the other thing, you can't even put it on the end of a deep dish socket and put it in there and turn
There's
it.
no
There's
room.
just no room. Yes, we put the flap behind the wheel, you wise ass.
It's insane.
It is.
It's just,
and I mean, usually, like anything from WeatherTech is like
super easy.
Super easy. I mean, we did the mud flaps on the Colorado, and it was like
5 minutes.
5 minutes. You know.
So I fought with that for 2 hours and scraped up my finger and jammed my thumb with a screwdriver and all that stuff. And yeah, so I cursed at that for 2 hours. The back one isn't as bad. There's more room back there. And that's only 3. But there's you got to reach in there and have somebody.
There's one that you
got to reach in there
get
and
your finger in behind where the bolt comes out.
You got to go on there and reach. Have somebody hold the nut while you put the. It's just.
I mean, it'll be worth it. They're good products, but boy, they didn't make this easy.
Sounds like a riv nut would work great. Well,
the rivet thing.
And there's literally those plastic. You pop them out with a trim tool. But
the only thing I was thinking is maybe they were having problems with them coming out.
They were pretty hard to get out to begin with. I don't think they would work.
Yeah, but they were put in at the factory.
Yeah, but still, I mean, you push them in and they spread apart. They're not going anywhere. Well, they wanted me to leave review on the website for these things, and I just ranted on the review, and I gave them 1 star. That's how mad I was.
Should never do anything when you're angry, dear.
Oh, it didn't make a difference whether I did it when I was angry or if I did it when I was not angry.
I'm surprised that they haven't reached out for you and said, "Oh, we're sorry."
I said, "This is the worst design ever. Do better, WeatherTech." They could have easily done the same design that they did for the Colorado, and it would have worked.
I don't think there's a place to hook it back there. That was the problem.
Well, not close to the edge of the wheel well, no.
Yeah. So, like I said, I mind that they use bolts, but you got to be able to get to the back of the bolt with the nut.
Yeah.
And I'll bet you we screwed around with the one for most of the 20 minutes, and that was with the tools.
Yeah.
Because you had to get it in there on the end of your finger and hold, and then line it up, and then she's got to turn, and it's like, oh, okay, and then finally it would grab, and then you hope you don't have it cross-threaded.
Yeah.
With this threaded Z-clip. I don't know. The ones on the Colorado aren't really easy. That's why I said, go ahead. And then we watched 3 different videos, these guys doing it, and they did it 3 different ways.
Yeah. One guy used all push pins.
Yeah, they just had a push pin set.
He was like, and it worked fine. The other guy, just like literally, like, he made it look easy.
Really?
Christopher put a 1-star review on a local company. They Googled my name, found out my phone number, called me, and told me that I should take it down. Really? Wow.
You can't use self-tapping screws, Robin, because there's a hole there.
Yeah, the hole is already there.
The hole's already there. So, and that kind of defeats their no drill thing.
Yeah, there's supposed to be no drill.
There's little clips that go on.
On the front? Oh, yeah, I
On the
forgot
front.
about the clips on the front. You got, when you peel away the fender liner, you got to put these clips in so the screws grab onto something.
And at least that, you're not standing there trying to hold something on. It wasn't fun, and we got to do 2 more.
I'll do a video on them. You'll see how much of a pain in the ass they are.
No, there's no plans to install a winch.
I don't have the right bumper on the front of
Yeah,
the.
you have to buy a steel bumper, and we're not. I hate to say this, but we're not planning on doing that type of off-roading with it.
Taylor! I think that they should have their designers feel your pain and go through the installation process. That would be a fun video to watch.
I'm sure
Right?
they do, but they must have like people with dwarf fingers.
They must have hands the size of
Yeah.
like you got to have really small hands to get. I was so mad. I was so mad. And then I look forward to being mad again on Sunday because,
Well,
But the weird thing about the back, right? This is the crazy thing. The back I don't think I kept pictures. I might have deleted them. The back mud flaps, you only have to take out 3 or 4 of those plastic push pins. You put in 3 screws, and then one of them you put a push pin back in.
yeah, I don't understand that.
Why can't you do that with all of them? It's like,
I don't know. Maybe that one that you had to put in, there was no way to get behind it. I don't know.
ugh.
Like I said, my only thing is that they probably found in their testing that the push pins weren't strong enough, and they were ripping them off or whatever.
Well, all you got to do is do stuff that doesn't rip them off.
Well, I mean, they're pretty sturdy.
I mean, they're on there. They're not going anywhere. I have to recheck the front one though, because I have that one screw that's just spinning around in there. I don't think it's in the hole the right way. But I gave up. I was like, you know what, whatever. And at that point, I just didn't care anymore. Yeah, it's a really bad design.
And it doesn't even it doesn't even help like if you would take the wheel off because it doesn't help you.
No, and they don't even tell you to take the wheel off.
No.
It just says turn the wheel all the way to the passenger side, and you'll have all that room in there.
Yeah, but it's not the front that gives you the problem.
No,
it's the
No,
back side of the hole.
Yeah, exactly. So that's been the hardest thing so far with that Jeep. Everything else has been a piece of cake. WeatherTech just needs to do better. That's all. But we do have apple cider donuts. Apple cider donuts. Jim's eaten 3 already. They're pretty good. I haven't had one yet. If you were me, you'd return the Jeep? No. No. I just got my first statement in the mail for my first payment today. So I'm committed now. Sorry. What are you doing?
Coming back to my chair.
Okay, fine. How that said we should return the Jeep? I'd say no.
I don't think so.
No. Anyway, what else?
Yeah, the bumpers are like $1,000.
Yeah, they're
They
not.
change. and it looks pretty easy to change them. But then I've seen somewhere you have to make like a cut,
Yeah.
and then you'd have to mount the winch. I'd have to wire the winch, which isn't horrible in a Jeep because they've got a whole big area where you can the fuse box is very user friendly. You know, they got hot sides and they got ground sides, and you can actually remote. There's switches inside that you can remote. So, but it's just for something that she's never going to use. You know, hopefully we never have to use it. But yeah. So
You just put the winch on with the push.
no, I don't think that would work. To put a 12,000 pound winch on the front with Velcro or push pins. I don't think that would work.
No, I mean, I want to, like, we're not going to go to Utah and go rock crawling with it, but be nice to see what it would do on a light trail or something.
Yeah, I mean, as long as you don't go berserk with it. I mean, there's two guys in the campground. As soon as they found out that she had a Jeep, they came over. Oh, Sonia, you got to come wheeling with us this summer. So I said, where? He says, oh, there's a trail not that far from here. He said, we went last year. He said, and I took the doors and everything off my Jeep and went through, and I had and when we got back, it took me 7 hours to clean the inside because the whole thing got full of mud. I said, who the hell told you to take the doors off?
Yeah, they can go through the Pine Barrens, through the state forest that's down by the campground. And
I don't know. Maybe we'll do it a Saturday, something. We'll check it. But I gotta, it's kind of like something that you don't want to go by yourself the first time.
Yeah. Well, you really shouldn't go by yourself regardless. They always tell you not to. You may use it to pull my wheelchair out of a bind over that tree root.
A 12,000 pound winch pulling it, yeah.
Hold on, Fatima, we got you.
I gotta tell you, Christopher, we watch a lot of off-roading channels, and it, as long as you don't go beyond your skill, these guys really don't. They don't damage the vehicles.
Yeah.
They're designed to take a certain amount, but there's no lockers on this.
It's got
a rear locker.
Rear locker,
but it's not. I don't know how it works. I guess if you put it in 4 low, it puts the rear locker in. But and the one thing that I have to complain about the Jeep is that their owner's manual. You used to have an owner's manual like 200 pages.
The owner's manual is like
the owner's manual's got nothing in it.
Yeah, everything is scan this code to read about this, and scan this code to read about that.
I can't get a pair of pliers in there, Jeff. I tried.
We tried the pliers.
I tried to put a pair of pliers up, and there's not enough room. The only way to do it is to stick the
you got 2 fingers. You got to hold the nut in between 2 fingers like this.
Oh, it's not that they say that they don't end up on their roofs. I mean, we watch BSF Recovery, and that's what he does. He's got an off-road record, and he pulls all these people out of trouble. They're always on their sides and on their roofs and in water too deep or whatever. Hi, Diane. But it's like to go off-road on a quasi-normal trail, where you're not trying to climb rock walls and stuff.
I mean, there's this one channel that I watch, Wally B. His girlfriend lives down around 206 area, and they ride through there all the time. You could ride through there with a car on those roads through the state forest. There's a lot of old abandoned villages back there too that he's done videos on.
Yeah, I mean, if you've got the right vehicle and the right equipment, it's great. But it's like I guess it's kind of like, don't go beyond your
The limit.
experience level.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I mean, I was watching Matt's Off-Road Recovery today, and how do you hold the nut when you tighten it? Yeah, because it for some reason
I held it back.
it held it. I don't know why,
No.
but you have to put it on the end of your finger, get it up on there, get it square, and then have somebody else turn the bolt until it grabs, and then once you can get in and get it grabbed, then you can tighten it.
Yeah. Fast fingers. That's exactly. I mean, Jim. He had to help me with the back one because he had to hold the nut literally between his fingers up to the screw while I turned the screw enough for it to tighten on its own. It was such a pain in the ass. Typos happen with happy fingers.
Yeah. So it is a challenge.
Yeah.
But we have to put the other two on because we bought them. So anyway.
And that's how a lot of the hinge damage happens on the doors from the rocks getting kicked
Yeah,
up.
well she has
There's mud tires on it.
It has mud tires on it, and it also that she's got safety something on the hinges.
Rock stoppers.
Rock stoppers that it's supposed to keep from damaging the paint. Double-sided tape. That would be okay, except that when you put the tape on, you kind of lose a feeling. You really have to.
It's got to be perfectly straight.
Yeah, I mean, I might try that. I don't know. There's some double-sided tape someplace. I don't know. We'll figure it out, but it's not in the directions. The direction says, "Oh yeah, just do this," and
Yeah, they make it look easy.
See, some of these women that have those nails on it, they would never be able to do.
I don't know.
So anyway,
it'll get done on Sunday. It was originally supposed to rain on Sunday, and then that got changed. Thank God. So
I don't know. The problem is I don't know if we're able to use the driveway by Sunday.
we just might have to do it here.
Or we can do it in front of the house, just
I'm not gonna kill. I want it's on the passenger side.
on the passengers. We did the driver's side first. That was smart.
Yeah.
So I don't know.
I got the vent visors for the windows. Those came in. They'll have to be put on.
But we watched the video from this guy. It was a couple of years old. This guy from Ontario, and they actually tried to come in and steal his Jeep out of the driveway and showed how they do it. And we've been looking at hood locks, and we got over and I said hood locks next.
Yeah, that'll be the next purchase.
But they look like I've seen several different kinds, and they're
an easy swap.
They're an easy. Yeah. It's like 4 bolts. You take the old the
with built up dirt in the wheelhouse. Yeah. There's the one that we were looking at, the Bolt, which is the same company that we have the hitch lock for the camper, because you actually code the key yourself. Excuse me. And just stick a key in there, and the pins will program to that particular key. They make a hood lock for the Jeeps. The one issue, I would grab that in a heartbeat because it's relatively the same price as all the other hood locks. Except you have to rivet the piece on by the hood latch, and we don't have a rivet gun. So,
a base plate on the front of my Gladiator to tow it 4 wheels down my motorhome.
Oh, it's
front bumper removal, drilling, nightmare.
When a nightmare, my hands are all cut up. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's gonna be 72 at Diane's house tomorrow. I think we're only supposed to see 52, something like that. What year is your Colorado, Taylor?
Gladiator.
I mean, Gladiator, Taylor. Did you guys see the Cybertruck trying to do the Rubicon?
No, I didn't. That must have been interesting.
So, yeah.
The 23.
Oh, okay.
She's still waiting for her first duck. She hasn't.
I haven't gotten ducked yet. Very upset. Mother Nature has lost her mind. Blame Father Time. Yeah, I think we're supposed to be.
Yeah, it's like been in the 40s and the 50s up here. It hasn't been
And
terrible.
shit ton of wind. I am so
Wind.
done with the wind. Wind drives me nuts.
So, but what had been successful was I put the CD set in. That was successful.
54 and 55 this weekend.
Except that I screwed up the order of the putting the antenna on the mount. But once we figured that out, then everything worked fine. And then I don't know. I'm still thinking about using one of those momentary switches.
It's still 49 at 7 p.m. Just coming off of 20 to low 30s all week. Wow. We actually had a tiny little flurry squall the other day while I was at work. Gonna be 88 in Central Texas. Summer needs to end.
I don't know. I was watching Ryan Hall the other day, and it doesn't look like you guys are going to get too much of a break for a little while.
Do you have the soft top, Taylor, or the Freedom panels on your Gladiator? Yeah, send it here too. Just without the humidity.
She has a Freedom panel.
Same. He.
It's we took them out for the first time when I was doing. What were we doing? We're doing something.
I was putting the grab bars.
Oh, the grab bars on
the side.
The roll bar. And it came out real. I mean, I was surprised that they came out really easy and they're really not heavy.
Michelle watched our Michigan meetup video, M25 video, and just wondered if you are going to do that for 26. If so, do you have an idea when it will be next summer? Would love to go. Well, our friend Kevin from wherever he's staying, he's the one that is in charge of the meetup, and I'm on the committee, so to speak. So I help him out with stuff. So I DJ after the potluck on Saturday night from 6 to 9. And we will be there for M26. And it is September 18th to the 21st. Thursday to Sunday. We also have a meetup that we do here in Jersey. Next year will be NJ26. And we do that from September 11th to the 13th. It's dinner time at Robin's house. Night, Robin. Oh yeah, if you hear me yelling all the way in California, Robin, you know what happened.
Yeah. Is is Michelle on Facebook? Because the information gets
Yeah,
passed on-
M26 actually has a Facebook page too.
Yeah, you have one too, for NJ26. We're just not 100% sure where NJ26 is going to be yet. We'll know by the first of the year.
Well, technically we would know now, but I'm gonna give her to the rest of the month. She said by November because all the
Right.
contracts had to be in by the 1st.
Right. It's the M26. The M26 one is in a pretty large campground. The NJ26, it's a smaller campground.
Taylor bought it last January. Haven't removed them yet. We had to get the rear window changed under warranty due to a leak. They said that it was a common problem. Keep an eye out for that. Luckily, I mean, it's rained really hard here since I've had it, and there haven't been any issues, so knock on wood. We're having duck on Thanksgiving. She's having duck on Thanksgiving.
You can have a turducken.
You could have a turducken.
If you were like having 30 people for Thanksgiving.
Yeah, it's just the 3 of us this year. And if you take the freedom panels off, Taylor, when you put them back on, the driver's side has to go back on first.
Right. Is that right?
Yeah.
Okay. You have to take them off in the reverse order.
Right.
Because they overlap. It's the first vehicle that I think I've had anything to do with, which you could take the whole thing apart with like a 20, a hex nut and a 10 millimeter ratchet. You can like take the whole truck apart.
Yeah, it's like a Lego. Kevin has the dates the 24th to the 27th. I think there was a conflict with a Halloween event. Yeah, I put it in my calendar after he posted them again. And I haven't. You know what? Why don't we just call Kevin? How about we call Kevin?
We could do that. You should be anyway. Is Jeopardy over? Yeah, Jeopardy should be.
Jeopardy is over. Kevin has no reason not to be here.
Hold on, we'll find out.
We'll call Kevin. It's usually a weekend or two after our meetup. Kevin's fired.
Maybe he's sleeping already.
He's still fired.
Your call has been full.
Kevin's fired. All right, I have it as wait. Oh, you are right, Trace. 24th to the 27th. Thank you for that. Yes. September 24th to the 27th there, Michelle. Yeah. Yep.
So anyway, it's
a fun event.
It's a fun event. We do there's a trivia thing we do. She's going to do candy bar bingo again. There's a couple that does a cocktail party. There's
Cocktail hour.
karaoke on
Yeah.
Friday.
Potluck on Saturday.
Potluck on Saturday. So
Lots of campfires, lots of live streams, lots
yeah,
of
a lot of YouTube people are there.
lots of shenanigans.
But the campground is reasonable.
Yeah, it's like $37 a night.
They get, I forget what we paid for wood for the
$12.
$12, and they come with a gator load. It's water and electric only on the site, but they have 2 dump stations. You should be able to. You're reasonably self-contained. Just make sure that your black and gray tanks are empty when you come in. You should have no problem with that. And that's that. Just
Fun, crazy times.
good people.
Yep.
We'll hang out, have a good time, do fire dances, and
Do fire dances, you said. You weren't there for the fire dance. You were doing karaoke with Robert.
I was doing karaoke with Robert. Yes.
Well, all you gotta do is come up, Taylor. You can drive straight north and you'll be there. The fire dance was awesome, right? It was. We were great fire dancers.
And we get a chance to see like people that come in here, people that we see from Robert, or
We met Tracy and Chuck for the first time this year, and they thought that we were absolute wackadoos. But apparently we're Chuck approved, so
we are Chuck approved.
yeah, that's important.
Fatima,
on the other hand, she just keeps hanging out with us for some reason.
Yeah.
I just.
Well, she brought her niece with her. That she had a great. Tie dye and that pop can burner. That was something they didn't do this year.
I thought fire dance was more like a mating ritual. What are you saying, Diane? That was a great fire dance.
That's what happens when you leave them unsupervised.
That's right. All you people went to across the street to karaoke, and what are we supposed to do with ourselves?
I don't know.
We were unsupervised.
And Fatima bought 3,000 cannolis.
Yeah. Oh yeah. You gotta have the cannolis. That's important.
Cannolis and the potluck is pretty good. A lot of different things, and some of the folks come from Canada, so they bring stuff that's more common in Canada. That's, like I said, it's a nice time.
When you're unsupervised, you do all the unsupervised shenanigans.
But this year, it kind of looks like that we're going to go out, do the event, and then come home.
Yeah, it's going to be 1 week. I got do our weeks separate next year.
Yeah, because
we love a fire pit. Unfortunately, a burn ban there. We get to look at an empty fire pit in the backyard.
Yeah.
Can you have usually when they have a burn ban here, they still allow propane fire pits. So I don't know if you can do that or not. It's not the same, but
no.
yes, indeed. I don't know where Rob's been. Rob hasn't given us our
Yeah, we don't know.
weekly countdown to April 1st.
Yeah, I don't know whether it's just. I just don't know where he's been. He hasn't. We haven't seen him in a week.
Yeah, propane's not the same.
I know he's been busy on YouTube. He just did. They call it Remembrance Day in England. He just did 2 videos on Remembrance Day, but he hasn't come in here.
Well, he's not remembering to come in here.
Well, could be any number of things that are going on with Rob. Want a bonfire like Jim built? Well, you know.
Tell Texas to get some rain. Or tell Mother Nature to get
How's he been posting on Instagram? I don't really look at Instagram all that much. And I know that he does, shorts, but
all his shorts are scheduled from.
Yeah, all his shorts are scheduled. I mean, and they're from, like, he's still posting shorts when he was in New York last year. We're supposed to see him
in January.
In January, he's supposed to come over. So
he forgot to remember. Yeah, exactly. I don't know. Are both groups coming together again at M26?
The one individual that was running the van life people, he's not participating next year.
Well, that's not entirely true.
At least at this point.
Kevin's bringing it back to the way it was in the beginning with smaller group.
Yeah.
Back to the basics.
Yes. I mean, anybody is welcome to come. That's
right.
No.
But Kevin doesn't want it to be how do I explain it? It's not the M26 the gathering, so to speak.
Yeah, it's just going to be M26 come and have a good time. Leave your politics at the gate.
The M26
yeah. Like, what's her name? I'm sure that Susie will be there. She goes every year. There's
all the usuals.
What's his name? Mobang. He comes.
He wasn't there this year.
Mobang was there this year.
Was he this year?
Yeah, he made. By the time I got up there, all of his pot stickers were gone. Or
pot stickers. He doesn't make.
He
makes spring rolls. The
spring rolls.
Yeah. Egg rolls, whatever you call
it. Egg rolls, spring rolls. They're good. I mean, he makes he sets a thing up on the picnic table outside his van, and he makes these tremendous spring rolls. But whatever. We don't know. Robert Morales was there this year. We don't know if he's coming next year because he says he wants to do something with the Great Lakes. It could be up there, but he doesn't know when. No, I don't think he knows exactly what he wants to do yet. Who goes?
Who?
Traveling Robert. What do you mean I used to watch him?
I don't know what he's talking about.
I don't know. Is Tim in Vietnam? I didn't even know he was there.
I don't follow Tim.
We don't follow him, so I mean, it's just quite frankly, you only follow so many people. I mean,
Tim gave Linda a pan of egg rolls to take home.
He must have been.
He always makes a whole lot more than.
Yeah, but he didn't put them out. Mudbang. Oh.
Mobang.
Mobang.
Mobang for your buck.
More bang for your buck.
Yeah, he's there.
Yeah,
he wasn't there for a couple of years, and he came this year.
Yeah, he's from California, but he's got relatives in Detroit or Chicago or something.
Chicago area.
JMS 60. Who is that? Oh, Jim.
James Cannonese.
James. How are you? Good to see you.
He's loving being at home again.
Yeah.
Okay. Did like the whole family go, Diane?
And a bottle of sweet chili sauce. Ugh. My hair is just not cooperating.
Is it magnificent?
It's not. It's sticking up in the middle. I'm surprised that you haven't picked on me yet. Isn't that? I had it cut like 2 weeks ago, and it's like, is it James's birthday today?
Well, happy birthday
Happy
to
birthday to you.
What would be better to take to the RV than Northeast? A small travel trailer or a large motorhome?
Okay, this is going to sound stupid, but it depends on what you want to do. Like, we go to Vermont almost every year, and you can't maneuver a large motorhome off the main roads. But
It depends on where in the Northeast you want to
Yeah.
go, first of all. Because the Northeast consists of everything from Maine all the way down
New
to...
Jersey.
No, we're in the mid-Atlantic.
Oh, Maine to Massachusetts. and,
Man, Connecticut may be the
Connecticut.
absolute farthest south.
And if you wanted to go, like, if you're if you want to go into like Boston or something, you can't take the motorhome into Boston.
It's, yeah.
It just
See, Maryland is the mid-Atlantic by where we are. Northeast is considered, Vermont, New Hampshire, New England area. Yeah.
Yeah. So, I mean, if you tow something, I think you tow something behind a motorhome. So the motorhome parks and you take your other vehicle and you go and adventure. You got a travel trailer, then, I mean, to get there, I mean, they're all, 2 and 3 lane expressways and stuff. So, it just gets it can get a little tricky, especially in like Vermont, when you get off and you're trying to go back into where the campground is, the roads are a little bit narrow.
And I make it a point to try not to tow the camper in a city.
Yeah.
I will avoid a city at all costs.
Yeah. So. But like that, down where we go camping, it's, we take the turnpike down and then we take another highway down and it's one lane in either direction, but it's good road, and then there's a road that we take when we get down, like through where all the blueberry farms are. That could be a little narrow.
We have Class A's that come into our campground all the time.
Yeah.
So that's not an issue. And of course, South Jersey is a lot more open and rural than it is up where we live here.
So they have a Micro Mini 21 and a 40-foot
Phaeton.
Phaeton. Yeah.
That's like a Herbie mobile.
Yeah, the Phaeton might be a little bit tough in some of the
Big
roads
cities.
up here.
You don't want to go to the city with it.
No.
There's a camp. Well, it's not even really a campground. RV park outside of New York City,
Yeah,
which is just a glorified parking lot with electric and water. If you wanted to go see, like, Ellis Island or the Statue of Liberty. Christopher's out of whiskey and cookies. Night, Christopher. I like to travel north in the Micro Mini more. It's very nimble. Yeah, you can, like I said, it depends on how far north you want to go. And there's nothing here that's open this time of year.
Mm-hmm.
It all closes like mid to
Yeah.
late October.
Almost all the campgrounds are closed except for the one at Liberty State Park. I think that stays open all year round. But I think there's just water and electric there. There's no
Yeah.
sewer. Rémion has finished his breakfast.
Remen. His eggs and rice.
So it's it's a nice area.
Be what it be.
Paradise.
Was there pork in the fried rice? Hala found out there is a RV campground in Brooklyn. I want to make a
Now-
video. Now, Big Truck, Big Travel
wants to go there.
said it was in the Bronx. They could be wrong. So, is it in the Brooklyn? Is it in Brooklyn or is it
Brooklyn? No, it's just Brooklyn.
Is it in Brooklyn or the Bronx?
Because that's where they wanted to go when they came up to New York City. I mean, no offense, Hala, but right now I have no intent of going back to New York City ever. So
It might be something similar to what Liberty State Park, Liberty
it
RV
could be
Park.
one of those industrial parks that they knock a building down or something. I don't know. Let's see if it's in Google.
Let's Google it.
Oh,
Oh,
Skyline RV Camp Waterfront. It's an RV park in New York. Let's check the website.
Taylor's been trying to sell the motorhome, but it seems that nobody is really in the market for large motorhomes. So keeping it for now, our kids and grandkids use the little camper when we go out.
Yeah. It's on Noble Street. Paul. Just waiting for them.
What does it look like on the map?
The only RV camp in New York City now with 2 campsites, $85 a day.
2 campsites, $85 a day.
It looks like there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and that's what it is. It's in a. It's kind of like in a parking lot.
But is it like full hookups? Maybe there is
What are
more
like-
than one. This one is Brooklyn, like Greenpoint, Williamsburg area on the water.
Yeah, that's. I don't know. This was called Skyline RV Camp.
Yeah, that's what he
The
said.
only RV camp in New York City now with 2 campsites.
You will have to investigate. Oh,
That's it? Yeah. You it's right by the ferry. Located in heart of Greenpoint, Brooklyn. And it is on the water. Choose a campsite. Their website's not very fast. Waterfront is $130 a day.
jeez.
And they're like right next to each other. Non-waterfront is $85.
They're expensive. Oh, it's New York.
New
right?
York.
Yeah. Never mind, it's New York.
Free Wi-Fi, 1 stop from Manhattan, open year round. There's a full bathroom with an asterisk.
We
this
went
year?
to our first state park this year, Taylor, in Indiana.
And it was like spectacular. I couldn't believe it.
Yeah, really nice. Really nice. The only thing that kind of threw me off was um all the trail loops and stuff were at the bottom part of the state park, like where you come in, and all of the campgrounds were in the upper loops. So, but other than that, they're nice place, nice and level.
Yeah, it was 3 hookups. It
Yeah.
was full hookups, and it was inexpensive. And it was a nice level site. It's gorgeous.
There's also camping in
Floyd
Floyd
Bennett
Bennett
Field.
Field. It's a federal park, but of Gateway.
I didn't know that they had. Floyd Bennett Field is kind of like not close to anything though. It's out by the Verrazano.
They set it up backwards. He could have went today. He was on the ferry. Was it a very good ride? Ah. Sorry, couldn't resist. So, yeah, I would do a state park again. And we went to that state park on suggestion from
SK and
Diane.
Diane.
Close to the beach, far from Manhattan, he says.
Yeah.
It's a newer state park. So, yeah, next year I'm going to split up my vacation time. Do 1 week in May and the second week in September. Ride was beautiful, but I had an incident in Grand Central Station. Oh, holla, do tell. Come on, you know we're good for stories. Treat cookies are done, yay! Come on, holla. Everybody get your ice cream. It's Ice Cream Friday. Break out the ice cream.
Oh,
I'm just curious about the. Why did the camera just follow
it followed me.
It did follow you. Curious about the ride height between the Colorado and the Jeep. Which is the taller one? Definitely the Jeep, Remen. Because it's got 32-inch tires on it. It's definitely taller than the Colorado. You are all invited to Cookies and Cider tomorrow in Hatley. I don't think, even if I left now, we wouldn't make it. Hala ruined Christmas for some kids? What did you do? Taylor planning to go visit our son and his family in San Diego in January with the traditional stop in Quartzsite. We only stay in Quartzsite for 4 to 5 days. Lots of state parks and military RV parks. There you go. I could fly. I could. Doesn't mean I will. Fatima had birthday cake today. It's a special cake from a Mexican bakery. Fruit on the top. It was delicious. And Passport America because we're cheap. Yeah, when we were in Virginia, we went to the Civil War Museum of Virginia in Newmarket, which was about a half an hour from where we were staying. And Jim has the America the Beautiful pass, and that worked in there. Normal, otherwise it would have been like some ungodly amount of money to tour the museum. But they took that pass. And then we went to Shenandoah National Park because we rode Skyline Drive. And if he didn't have his pass, that would have been $35. So, night, Linda. And he's got the senior pass, the $80 lifetime pass. Urka! What you doing, Urka? So you were recording the holiday train display, okay, and what happened, Holland? You didn't have any issues with Windex or anything, right? What are you doing in there?
I just dropped this. No big deal.
You destroyed your kitchen. Jim drops a spoon and the kitchen falls apart. Really getting into it, wanted a tight shot of the train as it passed. It was perfect until America the Beautiful Senior Pass, half price, so we're dang cheap. Yeah, he paid for the lifetime $80 one a couple years ago. Diane will try and get video of our Christmas town. There you go. Oh, it is that time of year again, isn't it? Damn, I feel like we were just talking about that. Time flies when you're having fun. Yeah, SK gets very excited about Christmas Town. Diane, the PNC Bank Arts Center is started up their what do they call it, the Festival of Lights or whatever thing that you drive through. Maybe we'll go through there, get some video. What the hell do they call that? Um, I forgot what they call it. I just saw the advertisement for it the other day. Paula's elbow hit the train. Ow, knocked it off the track. Everyone was looking at me. I put it back on the track, but it wouldn't move. Oh my god. Although when Diane was living in Jersey, it was the Garden State Art Center. Now it's the PNC Bank Art Center. What the hell do they call that? Now I'm going to have to Google it. PNC. Thanks, Smith.
Yeah, it's public. I think it's sponsored by Public Service.
We have lights under Louisville. Lights under Louisville. PNC Bank Arts Center. Light. What is it called? A light display? Magic of Lights. That's what it's called. Magic of Lights. Starts on the 21st. He told security one kid was crying. He got someone also couldn't fix it but cursed you out. Oh my god. Wow. Then went to see Jeffrey Ballet at Garden State back in 73 when it first opened. Oh wow. So you shopped for a while. It still wasn't moving when I left. Yeesh. You had one job, Holla. All you had to do was film stuff. Not like, you can zoom in on your phone. That's supposed to break it. They didn't have to curse you out, though. That's a little insane. Let's see. So, Magic of Lights tickets. I just want to see what the prices are. Needless to say, you have to edit the video. Yeah, I would say so. They're not seats. You drive through in your car. You bring your own seats with you. Hmm? Oh, because I have the ad blocker on. Really? Please adjust your filters. Joffrey Ballet came to Baton Rouge University and worked out with us in her ballet class. She was mesmerized. Now I understand why the plexiglass shields were there.
Yeah, I was starting to feel sorry for him until that moment.
Now he doesn't feel sorry for you, Allah. Sorry. That's funny. Eesh. Is M26 meetup at the same campground as M25? Yes. It's at the Lake of Dreams campground in Merrill, Michigan. Yeah, they're all at the same campground. Why did they call it the Magic of Lights? I feel like they had a different name to it at one time. Yes, it was. This was the best one. Well, he started it in 2021, but this is the M25 was the best one so far because we were under the impression that Kevin wasn't going to have one next year because he's got so much going on and he wanted to take a breather for a while, but he changed his mind at the last minute. Because usually, once the meetup comes and it's that weekend, it runs itself. Like there's really no other planning that has to be done. We usually start all the planning and stuff in January because you can start making your reservations for your campsites on January 2nd. So, it's all downhill from there pretty much. I know I was wrong. I admitted it. We are about, depending on traffic, Taylor, anywhere between 20 minutes and a half an hour from New York City. And we're about, my house is about, Jim says 5 miles. I feel like it's longer than that.
What, the Newark Airport?
Yeah, the Newark Airport. It's like 20 minutes, 15 minutes to Newark Airport from my house, depending on traffic. You were wrong to get too close, but it was an accident. Don't beat up yourself. That's right. Ice cream. Ice cream. Ice cream. Ice cream. Come on, camera. Play nice today.
We put the Chuck to sleep.
What? Chuck, it's ice cream time. Wake up. I think he thinks we're boring now. Did we bore him? I think we bored the Chuck. It's a quiet Friday. You forgot to buy more ice cream? Well, you were worried about your shoulder and stuff. I get it. You should have been like Diane and had a DoorDash. 20 minutes is 3 miles. Here, maybe, right? It's his pre-bedtime nap time. Chuck. Chuck. Oh, Chuck. We live too far. I know, but Hollow was relieved that after he went for a walk and something to eat, it was up and running. Oh, well, that's good. So you didn't do too much damage. Green tea with milk for Remen. Oh, you went to the store. Okay. Did you get concrete?
Was she supposed to get concrete?
Concrete is ice cream in where she lives. He's snoring. Babe, the Chuck is snoring.
Well,
It's tough being Chuck.
it's tough being Chuck.
Yeah, I didn't know that Mr. Tim Mobang went back to Vietnam to visit. And he went alone.
He didn't eat all the colors.
I feel like Tim does all the traveling and his family stays behind. It's kind of like, wow. Woke him up.
He delivered the plus spool, the East River by barge. The plus, what's a plus spool?
My brother was up your way a few months ago. He's an ocean-going tugboat captain. He delivered the plus pool to the East River by barge from Mississippi. I feel like there's a typo in there somewhere.
She woke him up.
She did wake him up because he was snoring.
He
Because it's tough being Chuck.
did.
His wife never leaves California, and the son hasn't left Chicago since he moved. Huh. Interesting. But I feel like when Tim travels, he's gone for like months.
Well, it would be, you don't go to Vietnam for a weekend.
No. I'm talking about when he leaves California and goes out to.
Yeah, but he
Chicago.
goes up to see his son in Chicago.
Yeah.
I mean, she's the nomad and hubby is a grounded root ball. Root ball.
Kind of like my family. I'm the nomad, and hubby is a grounded root ball.
Root ball.
Well, he goes overseas to India, but that's for business. Fatima, where's Coulson?
Root ball.
Fatima would tootle around all over the place. Leave her hubby at home. She'd be like, see ya. I could see Fatima driving out to Arizona to visit her father.
Mm-hmm. You just have to get one of those class B.
Yeah. Well, she's trying to find one that's handicap accessible.
They're out there. Everyone in the house is asleep except me.
Oh, wow.
How's your niece doing?
How is Coulson doing these days? Well, that's like at at the meetups, we're all in bed by like 9:30, 10 o'clock.
That's because we're just
Because we're old.
old.
Which isn't true. I mean, when we have the campfires and stuff, we're out later. But we're not dirty stay-outs roaming around the campground at 2 o'clock in the morning.
Going, hey!
Hey!
Giant pool they're putting in the East River. They call it the Plus Pool. Huh.
It's a giant pool they're putting in these for called the plus pool. It's shaped like a big plus sign. It comes up in Google search. Oh, that's interesting. A pool in the East River because you don't want to swim in
You
the
don't
East
want
River.
to swim in the East River.
Or the Hudson River.
Well, the Hudson River is actually pretty clean now. You can actually eat the fish and everything out of there. They've done quite a bit to clean the Hudson up.
Yep, that's me prior to marriage. I would just pick up and go. She's doing well at school and work. It's not 10 o'clock over here, Remen. It's
It's
9.
It's just before 9 o'clock.
It's 8:52.
We changed the clocks.
Yeah, the clocks went back an hour.
Went back. Although they're trying to pass a law in New Jersey that we don't have to do that anymore.
It comes up every year. At least it made it
At least it made it out of committee this time.
out of committee, yeah. You should know all about it, Holla. How the hell do you put it's a floating pool, I guess?
I guess so. I guess it's. Oh,
How do they do that?
I see, he says. Oh, I see.
All right, I'm going to Google the plus pool because
Yeah.
where's Kobe? We need to talk about the magic circle. Don't choke on your ice cream, Sonny. The plus pool. Plus pool reclaims New York's natural resources by opening our waters for swimming. Pluspool.com. It even has its own website. Let's share the screen so everybody can see it. Everybody. There it is. So let's see. Support our free swim and environmental education programs as we work to build New York City's next landmark. Whole shell is in the water. It's Casey Jones. What's up, Casey? Question: do you change your own clocks in New Jersey, or does someone do it for you? Like the person who pumps your gas? No, that's on us. That's on us, Hollow.
Although, I think they're passing this so that you don't have to hire anybody to do it.
I mean, you can hire people to put up your Christmas lights now.
Right.
So. The picture on the right is it being removed from the barge. This one right here. Oh, hi, Taylor's brother. It was more like a bubble than a splash because the Chesapeake 1000 marine crane is the GOAT. Our 320-ton pilot pool shell was gracefully set into the water by the team at Don John Marine Company at Port Newark by a specialized marine crane that can lift up to 1,000 tons and remains one of the largest on the eastern seaboard. Built for a top-secret CIA mission during the Cold War, the crane recovered a sunken Soviet submarine 16,500 feet under the Pacific Ocean as part of the 1974 Operation Project Azorian. Since then, it's helped build New York City hospitals and cleared major bridge collapses like Baltimore's Francis Scott Key Bridge in 2024. Pretty cool that our 640,000-pound pilot pool joins this heavy metal history. Wow. That thing is huge. Huge. Look at them little people sitting underneath that big pool. Yeah. Weekly water quality testing continues. Data from the 2026 testing of the pilot pool is submitted to the New York City Department of Health as part of the new process of permitting a different kind of bathing establishment for safe public use. Taylor's proud of his brother delivering that. I didn't think that he would graduate high school when he was a kid. Where is it located? See, I'm trying to find that out.
It floats. It could be like wherever they want it to be.
Flew to his next stop at the Recon Group shipyard in Staten Island. It'll stay docked at the shipyard during the pilot pool's final phase of development, which includes following newly adopted health agency protocols before construction of the pool can begin. With sign-off, the pilot pool will be constructed in the water at the shipyard in Staten Island. It includes installing all below-deck components, filtration, pool, piping, and valves for the final on-site testing at Pier 35 in spring of 2026. So there you go, Hala. Pier 35 is its final destination. Right now it's in Staten Island. The pilot facility opens to the public and operates at Pier 35 until it's replaced by the full 9,000 square foot plus shaped pool. Yeah. He also delivers the Falcon rocket booster to the Kennedy Space Center in Florida. He's got a cool job. He gets to see all kind of things. Casey might think about swim lessons. Yeah, I know. A person from the Pacific Northwest not knowing how to swim well. I had hard swimming instructors. I mean, tugboat captains got to make pretty decent money, I would think. You and Jim need to go for a swim when it's open. When you start talking of the boroughs, I think of the movie Warriors Come Out and Play. Well, that's pretty awesome. I didn't even know this thing. Hey, Hala, there's your next video. I mean, right now you can go to Staten Island, but next spring you got to go to Pier 35. Computational fluid dynamics. So I wonder if it takes water from the East River and filters it and then puts it in the pool. I would make sense, right?
I don't know. It would depend on the quality of the water, right? And what they're going to do to purify it.
I'm sure it's some kind of massive filtration system. And it would have to go through regular testing. And how do you even chlorinate something like that? I guess
Well,
that's a lot of
the
chlorine.
water is probably brackish. Instead of doing it with chlorine, they would probably make it a saltwater pool.
Then you could float.
Yes.
The ferry that Hollow was on today will pass it. There you go. Final retrofitting of the facility's above deck components, decking, railing, and it's going to have bathrooms. Wow. Decking, railings, bathrooms. The pilot pool moves on to test more sites for public swimming access. It filters water from the East River according to your brother. Oh, okay. See? There must be ballast tanks in there with pumps to stabilize it. Yeah, is it going to be salt water or fresh water? Very interesting. I'm surprised this wasn't like on Facebook or YouTube anywhere. Thing is just massive. There you go, Holla. There's your viral video. Now, here's the other question. If it's a floating pool, I mean, they have to keep it anchored to something. I mean, this picture on the other page, was it this page? Showed a walkway. He's waiting for it to rust away in a few years, right? Let's see. Images. Is this it? I remember when the Intrepid was brought up by the tugboats. So I guess this picture here on the right. Well, this is from CNN, but oh, this is just like a rendering. I don't think it's an exact. Casey tried the Great Salt Lake in Utah. Utah putty tat. Gave it up when you started to sink. Does it qualify as a ship, a watercraft, a towable on water? Oh, there will be a walkway, okay. Yeah, there was one picture. Plus Pool NYC. This one showed the walkways coming from the pier out to the pool. I did hear about it, but it was a while ago. It's really going to happen. Yeah, it's got these two narrow walkways from the pier. But I wonder if it's going to be anchored to the bedrock. I mean, something's got to keep it in place. We need all the details, Taylor. All the details. Hmm. I mean, Manhattan's a man-made island, right? It was a dump at one time, wasn't it? I think
What's that?
Manhattan Island.
No.
That's crazy. Floating self-filtering plus pool. He said that he saw the bottom, and it really looks like they didn't think through rust proofing and electrolysis unless they're doing it later. They should have made they should have made it that, well, no, that would rust away. That doesn't make sense. And stainless steel is probably really expensive. They would just have to put a bunch of zincs on it, like you would on a
On a
boat,
boat, yeah.
you know? And then the zincs would eat away, the water would eat away the zincs and not affect the bottom of the pool. There was an amusement type barge in Jamaica Bay that you slid into the bay and dove off or swung out like Tarzan. That is the new Plus pool, the floating pool in the East River in New York City. Huh. Very interesting. Who thinks of things like that, right? Well, you have to think of it like a boat, right? I mean, you have zincs on the bottom of a boat that the water eats away at so that the bottom of your boat doesn't get rusted away and fall apart. So it kind of have to be like the same concept. Because I'm sure stainless steel would be really expensive. It was an island, but the landfill was added. Okay. So it's a stinky island regardless. Very interesting. Well, thanks for that little bit of information, Taylor. That's very interesting. Pretty cool concept. And it's kind of cool that your brother does all that awesome work and gets to see awesome things. He's got quite the job. Good for him. Let's give Taylor's brother a round of applause. All right, my friends. Well, it is that time to call this a live stream. Hope everybody had fun. You learned some amazing stuff tonight. And Hala's got a new video that he can do. But everybody have a great rest of your weekend. We'll see you. Are we unsupervised on Monday?
Yes, because I have to go to a rehearsal. So yes.
It would be cool if you could skate on it during the winter, right? So we will be unsupervised on Monday night once again. Lots of unsupervision this month.
Sorry.
When friends of ours spoke to my brother Robert during the voyage, he laughed every time he had to explain that he was towing a swimming pool to New York. What are you doing? I'm towing a swimming pool in New York. No big deal. But everybody have a great rest of your weekend. Don't do anything I wouldn't do. And if you do, blame it on Remen. Because it's Remen's turn tonight. And Rob. Because Rob wasn't here. So that's 2 for the price of 1. And we'll see you on Monday night. Bye.